For the St. Mary's College Cavaliers, number 1, Scott Barnes.
A lot of bands.
That eight for the Broncos, number 80, Reggie Potts. Number 17, Pete Salyer.
Hey, Carl. Not much. Nice beard.
At the 37-yard line, first down, 10. Ball carrier number 25, Gordon Whitman. Tackle by number 36, Winston Bowen. No gain on the play, second down, 10. Carrier number 23, Troy Power. Tackle by number 1, Scott Barnes. Number 8, Derek Mitchell. Gain of 2 on the play. Second down, 8. The ball is at the 39-yard line. Third down, 8. Gain of 14 yards on the play, first down 10. Ball is at the St. Mary 47-yard line. Tackle by number 97, Damon Hansel, and number 9, Tony Mitchell. Gain of 4. Second down, 6. The ball is at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, Blake.
Tackle by number 38, Chris Foster, and number 8, Derek Mitchell.
Good, how you doing?
Gain of 5 on the play, third down 1. The ball is at the 38-yard line. Ball carriers number 23, Troy Power. Tackle by number 38, Chris Foster.
the ground. The officials bring it back, and this one is going to go the other way, I bet you. Timeout taken by the gentleman in the striped shirt, so they will bring the chains in from the far side of the field. 11:38, Broncos go on it on 4th down. Darren Fitzgerald standing there eyeballing. And so are a couple of the Cavaliers. So the chains come in from the far side, and the officials put the marker down and stretch it out. It is short by 1.5 feet. So Darren Fitzgerald on a quarterback keeper gets 2, needed 2.5, and the Broncos turn it over on downs.
First down, St. Mary. The ball is at their own 37-yard line.
So St. Mary now will start for the first time. They will have it first down and 10 at their own 38. Their offense, Brendan Sullivan will be at quarterback. Harold Martin and David Hill are the running backs. We'll pick up the rest of them in a moment as Sullivan to the line of scrimmage. Sullivan with the back stacked in the I formation. The handoff goes to the deep back, David Hill, and he finds no place to go. David Hill into the middle, and the middle wasn't there. Jason Main onto the stop along with Pat Fisher.
Jason Main.
Hill picked up about a yard. The Broncos with Matt Pulaski, Chris Pohl, Ryan Fahey, the down 3. The outside linebackers, Jason Main and Eric Rupert. The inside linebackers, Pat Fisher and Dave Patterson. The corners, Clarence Harris and Donnie Help. The safeties are Jay Peters and Gary Freeman. Now Hill in motion out of the backfield. Sullivan stands up to throw, and the wall caves in on him. He's lost yardage back to the 35-yard line as Ryan Fahey and Chris Pohl collapse all over him. It's a loss of 4 for Brendan Sullivan.
Number 78, Chris Pohl.
The first sack of the ball game, and this Hastings College defense has 34.5 sacks this year coming in, making 35.5 there. Glenn Weaver comes out wide on the near side. Jaime Lucero is out wide on the left side away from us. The back split in the backfield. The Broncos on a blitz. The handoff up the middle of the hill, and Jason Main takes him down as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Main and Ryan Fahey, a gain of 2 for David Hill. And it is 4th down and 12 yards to go for a first down, and the punting unit comes on.
Gain of 2 yards
On to punt it away is Greg Knobloch. Averages about 39 yards per punt. Jesse Galloway back deep to receive. Knobloch will get it away from about his own 25. It is high. It's a hanger, and it's over the head of Galloway. He lets it bounce, and it is going to roll down close to the 5-yard line, and inside the 5-yard line and be down to near the 3. So the Broncos will take over deep in their own territory.
Ball is down to the 9-yard line.
9 minutes, 40 seconds left to play here in the first quarter as the ball changes sides, and the Hastings College Broncos starting deep in their own territory. The officials with the football at the 9-yard line. So the Hastings College Broncos still deep, but not quite as deep as they were just a little bit ago. At the 9, Darren Fitzgerald, who had Whitten in a slot, brings him back in the backfield, and now they set up in a split backfield and a handoff to Power. He follows Whitten to the right side, and there is no place to go. He was wrestled to the ground as he got to the line of scrimmage by Chris Foster, the outside linebacker.
Tackled by number 36, Winston Bowen.
Winston Bowen on the stop, not Foster. Well, after the wrestle and the roll, it was a gain of 3, so it will bring up second down and 7 with the football out at the 12. We near the 9-minute mark. Both clubs' defenses playing big time right now. Greg Garner out wide to the left side nearest us. Jesse Galloway splits out wide to the right side. As Darren Fitzgerald on second down and 7. Long snap count, fakes the pitch, handoff to Power, hits inside, doesn't get it. Dunn had no place to go. He was met by Damon Hanson. Hanson had some hangers on after he made the stop. And Foster was one of them, but a gain of a yard for Power. It'll bring up third down and a long 6 yards to go with the football out at the 13-yard line. Todd Athey and Keith Salyers check into the ball game for the Hastings College Broncos. 8 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. No score. Both clubs have had the football one time. Neither able to punch it in. Broncos got a drive started, but it stalled when they went for it on 4th down and 2. It came up a half a yard short. In motion, Gordon Witten from a wing right side, and flags fly and whistles blow before the play can get started. We could have a delay of the game here on the Hastings College Broncos. It's the first penalty of the ball game, and it is that delay of the game. So the walk-off takes the ball back to the 9-yard line, or back to the 8-yard line, and it will be 3rd down and 11 yards to go. Garner and Galloway into the ball game. So on 3rd down and 11, the Hastings College Broncos see if Fitzgerald goes to the air deep in his own territory on 3rd and long. He's got Galloway out wide to the right side. Witten comes in motion from that side as well. And the handoff is faked. On the reverse, it goes to Garner. Garner trying to get outside. He's not going to do it. He fumbles the football at the goal line, but they say that he was down, and the stop was made by defensive end Andre McGriff. Garner on the wingback reverse, and Andre McGriff snuffed it out and throws him for a loss. All the way back to the 3-yard line, a loss of 5 for Garner and the Broncos, and they face 4th down in a bunch. 4th down and about 16, 17 yards to go. And Mitch Eckhart will punt it away from in the end zone. He didn't get it end over end, and it's not going to be very long. It hits on the 20, bounces out to the 25, 26-yard line, and St. Mary will take over in great field position. They have the football at the Bronco 26. A 22-yard punt for Mitch Eckhart. And now the Bronco defense will be severely tested. Going out wide to the far side, Glenn Weaver. Jaime Lucero, the receiver to the right side nearest us. The two backs are split behind Brendan Sullivan. Sullivan looks to throw, steps back, fires over the middle, and completes it to his tight end, Greg Knobloch, right down the middle for a touchdown. Greg Knobloch was all alone, and Sullivan put it right in his hands, and he waltzed in uncontested. So Brendan Sullivan, on his first pass play of the ball game, completes it to his tight end, Greg Knobloch, who is the leading receiver. That was his 47th catch. And a 26-yard touchdown puts the Cavaliers on top early here at 7:08 to play in the first period. On to attempt the extra point. Now Scott Barnes, and it will come out of the hold of Tony Easton. Ball is down, Barnes' kick is up, it's low, but it is across the crossbar, and it's through the uprights for the extra point. So St. Mary of the Plains takes a 7-0 lead on the 26-yard touchdown pass from Brendan Sullivan to Greg Knobloch, and we'll be back with their kickoff in a moment.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, that the concession stand is open to the north of the West Stadium. Also, NAIA Championship football souvenirs are being sold at the north end of the stadium. Be sure to get your souvenir shirt or cap for today's game. We also encourage you to get your souvenir game program at the gates and in the stadium. Scott Barnes will kick off for the Cavaliers. Back deep for the Broncos are number 80, Reggie Potts, number 17, Keith Salyers.
Well, St. Mary of the Plains College with a 7-0 lead as they get ready to kick it off once again to the Hastings College Broncos. Reggie Potts, Keith Salyers back deep to receive. The Broncos in a hole midway through the first here. Scott Barnes with the Cavalier kickoff. St. Mary, their third appearance in the playoffs, And they're off to a good start. Kickoff is deep, taken to Salyers. Salyers back out to the 10, 15, 20. Turns on the burners and takes it to the 30-yard line. Is chopped down there by Barnes and Brent Winter as the two combined on the stop. So Hastings College starting at their own 30-yard line. They will try and get the offense going here once again. Their first drive, they were able to move the football down into Cavalier territory. The last time, after they stopped the Cavaliers punted away, they elected to go, or let it go, and it rolled down deep inside the 10. And then the Broncos were pinned in. Eckhart trying to punt from the end zone. Got a 22-yarder away, and then the Cavaliers on their first play find a hole in the middle. So it is 7-0. Whitten from a slot right moves back into the backfield. That leaves Salyers out there all by himself. And Darren Fitzgerald on a little counter play gives the ball to Gordon Whitten, slides into the middle, twists out of one tackle, and picks up yardage to the 39-yard line. Gordon Whitten with a 9-yard gain, and Winston Bowen again on the stop. Bowen's been in on a few. Second down and a yard. As Gordon Whitten found a hole, he got a great block from Ian Curtis, and Craig Hubbard kind of sealed off the defense. Greg Garner flanks out to the far side, and Jesse Galloway comes to the near side. Whitten in the backfield now with Bill Barnum, who's into the ball game as the fullback, and Darren Fitzgerald to throw. Fires quickly, completes it to Garner out of the 44. He's bumped out of bounds immediately by Brent Winter, but it's a first down, a gain of 5. Greg Garner hauls it in, a 5-yard pickup and a first down for the Hastings College Broncos. Well, the Broncos, that's patented Bronco football right there. 3, 4, 5 yards at a time. Through the air on the ground. Athey and Salyers come out to the near side. Power back into the ball game as he stands as the lone back as Whitten has moved out on a wing. 3 receivers left side nearest us. First down and 10 from the 44. Handoff to Troy Power. Power trying to get started. He is grabbed by the ankle by Stafford Begay, the defensive tackle who was in the backfield. The blockers were there, but Begay was behind the blockers. And it will be a loss back to the 46-yard line. A loss on the play of 2, which will bring up second down and 12.
Second down, 12. The ball is at the 41-yard line.
Well, the Hastings College Broncos with 19 yards on the ground so far in the ball game and 19 yards through the air. One lone back as Whitten comes out in a slot on the near side. Fitzgerald backpedals. He's going to come out of the backfield to Power. He completes with Power at the 39 and Power at the 43-yard line. He ends up with only a couple of yard gain after he was stopped by Winston Barnes and Brent Winter. He got to the 2 yards back that he lost, but it is third down and 10. The football back out to the 43-yard line. 5 minutes, 9 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 Cavaliers. Todd Athey goes wide to the right side. And now Keith Salyers sets up. Athey and Whitten in a slot formation to the right side. Salyers out wide to the left. And the charge is on. Fitzgerald slips as he sets up to throw. Fires, and it is picked off by Tony Mitchell. Mitchell, the linebacker, 45, back into the Bronco territory, down the sideline to the 40, 35, down to the 20, and down to the 10-yard line. Tony Mitchell picks it off, and Darren Fitzgerald, who had thrown 65 in a row coming in, 3 in a row here, 68 without an interception, has it picked off by Tony Mitchell. And Mitchell returns it all the way down to the Bronco 10-yard line. So the interception thwarts the drive, and Mitchell
First down, 10.
with a great return. They still do not have the chains moved, so it'll be a moment here before we put it in play. The Cavaliers are ready to go as Brandon Sullivan has them at the line of scrimmage. 4:37. Cavaliers lead at 7-0, and they have the football now at the Bronco 11. It will be first down and 10 yards to go, and now Cavalier coaching staff with a word to the officials. They called a couple over either to get something clarified or try and make a point. Either way, we're set to go. Brendan Sullivan, the quarterback, leads him to the line of scrimmage. Harold Martin, David Hill are the running backs out wide to the far side. Now is Greg Knobloch, who splits as it in. The pitch goes to Hill, and he gets the corner turned, following Martin. Gets it inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line. Chased down over there by several red shirts, but it's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down and 7 from the 8.
Ball carrier is number 3, David Hill.
Well, David Hill has 6 yards on 3 carries in the ball game.
By number 51, Pat Fisher.
The College of St. Mary. Not an explosive offensive game so far, but they have had it pretty much in point-blank range. Martin and Hill back into the I formation. In fact, they line up in a power I set with Molifino in there as a running back, and the football is loose. David Hill fumbles it, and Jason May recovers it. Jason May on the football as it pumped away from David Hill, and the Broncos get it back at their 9-yard line.
The recovery was by number 31, Jason May.
So the fumble gives the football back to the Broncos. Well, Jason Main has been a big play defender all season long. And with the Cavaliers knocking at the door once again, the ball popped out of there. Jason Main jumps on top of it. Just under 4 minutes left. The Broncos will start from their own 9. So Darren Fitzgerald settles in under center as the Broncos come with a conventional 2-back, 2-wide receiver set. Handoff on a little counter, goes to Gordon Witt kind of picks and weaves his way across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He is stopped outside the 17 by Brian Flax, a sophomore for Ransom, Kansas. But Gordon Witten, using and reading his blockers well, picks up 10 yards, and it's a first down at the 19-yard line.
11 yards, first down.
So the Hastings College Broncos get a little breathing room. And this time Fitzgerald brings Greg Garner out wide to the left side. Nearest us, Jesse Galloway splits wide to the right. The handoff goes up the middle to Troy Power, and he is wrecked immediately.
Ball carrier is number 23.
He was hit by Brian Flax once again, and Flax got him before he got started. Then he had a lot of help from Scott Kirk, the big 6'6", 250-pound senior from Peachland, North Carolina.
1 on the play, second down 9. The ball is at the 20-yard line.
Well, Power squeezed out a yard. The nose of the football right at the 20. It'll be second down and 9 yards to go. Well, the Cavaliers with that big front line defensively bring those linebackers up, and right now they've got 7 guys right up next to the line of scrimmage. The counter play again to Witt. He finds a little hole. Flax grabs him. Witt drags him out to the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 6 more for Gordon Witt.
Number 43, Brian Flax.
And the Broncos now looking at third down and 2.
Gain of 7 on the play, third down 2.
Well, Gordon Witt,
27-yard line.
26 yards on the day so far. The clock down to the 2.5-minute mark. Still 7-0 in favor of the Cavaliers. The Broncos trying to move from their own 9. Have it out at the 27-yard line. Third down and 2 for Hastings College. Darren Fitzgerald barks out the signals. The handoff fake to Power, given to Witt. Big hole. He's to the 36-yard line. Stopped by safety Scott Barnes. A pickup of 7 more for Gordon Witt. And the Broncos move the chains once again. So Hastings College with the counterplay, which has been so effective for them all season long. And now the Cavaliers want to talk it over. So St. Mary of the Plains stops the clock with 2:08 to go here in the first. The Cavaliers lead at 7-0. We'll be back in just a moment.
At Hogan.
get them to you in the East concession stand.
Please go back out.
No, you don't have to run me hot shots, but I'll get one from the...
Well, the Hastings College Broncos with another first down at the 37-yard line. Both clubs have visited their respective benches. 2 minutes, 8 seconds left to go here in the first quarter, and as the Broncos come to the line of scrimmage, they've got Keith Salyers wide to the right side. The pitch goes wide to Whitten, trying to get outside. It's a race to the corner, and he is blasted as he gets to the corner. He was held up by Winston Bowen and then belted by Brent Winter. Trying to get out and read the corner, Kevin Ottman. He got to the initial surge sealed off, but then he could not hold up Bowen and Winter. A pickup of a generous yard and a half for Gordon Whitten. And it will be second down and just short of 9 yards to go. Galloway comes out to our side this time, and Garner flanks out wide to the right side. As Darren Fitzgerald facing second down and about 8. Handoff right up the middle to Whitten again. Slips and gets out to the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. Somebody had him. I believe it was Stafford Begay to the 40, but he got away from Begay. Then Derek Mitchell combined with Scott Barnes and Damon Hansel make the play. And St. Mary takes another timeout. For Gordon Whitten, he moved the ball to the 43-yard line. It'll be third down and 3 as we've got timeout taken once again with 1:09 left in the first. 7-0 in favor of the Cavaliers.
West Stadium. We also encourage you to get your souvenir game programs at the gate or in the stadium.
The Broncos with a third down and 3 from their 43-yard line as they come to the line of scrimmage. The Cavaliers with the timeout. The Broncos shift their formation. They move Fleischer, the tight end, back into the backfield now as a blocking back. Darren Fitzgerald pitches it deep to Gordon Whitten. Whitten racing toward the corner. He's got it close to the stick at the 47-yard line. It may be where they spot the football. They needed to take it just across the 46 to about the 46 and a half, and that is right where they rested. The officials look across the field and say it is enough for a first down. A pickup of 4 more yards for Gordon Whitten, and the Broncos move the sticks as the football is out across the 47-yard line. Whitten with 35 yards in this drive. He's got 35 of the 36 yards so far for the Broncos in this drive. Power gets the quick handoff up the middle. He gives the Power 360, and a flag goes down. A gain of 4 to the 49-yard line of the Cavaliers, but a flag down on the far side of the field.
45 Andre McGregor, number 9 Tony Mitchell.
Motion against Hastings College. So the Cavaliers now with an option to exercise. 36 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. It is 7-0 in favor of St. Mary of the Plains, as the Cavaliers scored on a 26-yard scoring pass from Brendan Sullivan to Greg Knobloch midway through the first period. 5-yard penalty against Hastings College. That is the second penalty of the ball game against the Broncos. Both of them have been 5-yarders. In fact, that's the second penalty of the ball game period. Moves the ball back to the 42-yard line, and it'll be first down and 15 yards to go.
First down, 15.
Broncos will get one more play away before the first period comes to a close as they step to the line of scrimmage. The formation this time finds Keith Salyers, the flanker, to the right side away from us, and Todd Athey comes out wide to the left side. Darren Fitzgerald on first down and 15. Long snap count. Handoff fakes. Fitzgerald to throw. Looks, fires over the middle. It's complete to Whitten at the 49. He's free at the 45. Down to the 35-yard line and written out of bounds by free safety Scott Barnes.
Number 1, Scott Barnes.
So Gordon Whitten, with his first catch, takes the ball down to the 36-yard line, 21 yards and a first down. Whitten, one of
22 yards on
the favorite receivers for Darren Fitzgerald, and the Broncos now with 4 seconds left here in the quarter have it first down and 10 at Cavalier territory at the 36-yard line. Fitzgerald with the call here on first down. Gives the ball to Whitten. Whitten looking for a hole. He slipped one tackle at the line of scrimmage and slipped on the turf a couple of times and picked up a yard. He was stopped by Damon Hansel, the big 275-pound defensive tackle, and that'll end the first quarter. After one, it is 7-0 in favor of St. Mary of the Plains, and we'll be back with the second period in a minute.
Dominator value.
Second down, 9 for Broncos. Ball is at the 35-yard line.
We go to the second quarter with the Broncos in possession of the football at the 36-yard line of the Cavaliers. Darren Fitzgerald backpedals to throw, comes underneath the coverage to Salyers at the 30. Salyers down the sideline as he sprints to the 20 and is bumped out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Keith Salyers hauls it in 19 yards on the carry, maybe call it 22 yards as they spot him out of bounds at the 14-yard line. So Keith Salyers with
Here's person to finish it off. He does.
That should get things going right there.
Keith Salyers hauls it in 19 yards on the carry, maybe call it 22 yards as they spot him out of bounds at the 14-yard line. So Keith Salyers with a 22-yard pickup, and it's first down and 10 at the 14-yard line. The Broncos had 98 yards of offense in the first period and limited St. Mary to 27, but 26 of the 27 was the scoring strike. Out of the I formation, Darren Fitzgerald first down and 10 at the Cavalier 13. The handoff to Whitten, sprints over the right side. He keeps his balance to the 5 and is down to the 4. He is stopped by safety Scott Barnes as Gordon Whitten blew through a hole across the right side and picks up 9. Gordon Whitten with that carry right there has 54 yards here in the first half. 14 minutes left to play here in the first half of the ball game, and the Broncos threatening on College of St. Mary. Salyers comes to the right side. Athey way wide left. That broken eye formation in the backfield for Darren Fitzgerald and the two running backs, Power and Witten. Witten running out of the eye, and the handoff to Witten. Big hole, left side, touchdown. Gordon Witten takes it in from 4 yards out, and the Hastings College Broncos are back to within a point. 7-6, and there was a mammoth hole on the left side of that offensive line. Corner, Ottman, and Flesher. And Mitch Eckhart on to attempt to tie it up. 13:51 left to go. Scott Voigtman to hold, Eckhart to kick it. Ball is down, kick is up. It is no good as it curls to the left. And the score is 7-6. The Cavaliers maintain the lead. The Broncos will kick off when we come back.
Kicking off for the Broncos will be number 98, Mitch Eckhart. Back deep for the Cavaliers. Number 46, Jaime Lucero. Also back is number 1, Scott Barnes.
Barnes, 12 plays, 5 minutes, 1 second off the clock, and they're back to within a point. Back deep to receive, Scott Barnes and Jaime Lucero, and they are two dangerous weapons for this Cavalier ball club. Mitch Eckhart to kick it away. It's high, end over end, going to come down to the near side, taken by Barnes, the 9, to the 15, 20. Barnes to the 25-yard line, and the ball is loose. There's a scramble for it, but it looks like the Cavaliers have it back in the person of Tony Miller, a sophomore from Concordia, Kansas, makes the play, and the Cavaliers will start at their 26-yard line.
19 yards.
Well, St. Mary of the Plains, just under 14 minutes to play.
27-yard line.
So far in this ball game, they've had it 3 times. Fumbled it once, scored once. They've gained a total of 1 yard on the ground and 26 through the air. Brendan Sullivan to the line of scrimmage. He's got Weaver out wide to the right. Lucero comes out wide to the left. And now Miller out of the backfield in a slot on the near side, and Sullivan to throw. He's got pressure, fires a bullet short. Out at the 34-yard line. It was intended for Greg Knobloch, the tight end, and he had about triple coverage there. David Patterson was on him, along with Roger Perkins, who's into the ball game now. Perkins at one of the corner, the 180-pound junior from Camarillo, California. And now Ryan Fahey checks out of the ball game for the Hastings College defensive unit. And he is replaced by the senior from Ogallala, Bert McKay. The Broncos with Perkins and held at the corners now. Ryan Wolf is at the free safety spot. The strong safety is Gary Freeman. The inside backers, McCoy and Fisher, and the Broncos show blitz. Sullivan pitches it to Miller. Miller looks wide right side. There's no place to go. Pull tripped him up. He breaks out for an instant and is still able to stay on his feet until he gets to the 27, 28-yard line, stopped by safety Ryan Wolf. It'll be a pickup of a couple of yards for David Hill. The ball at the 29-yard line.
2 yards on the play, third down.
So David Hill with 2 yards.
The ball is at the 29-yard line.
The Broncos defensive unit with Shannon Adler now in a defensive end. He's on one side, McCaig the other. And now Brendan Sullivan going back to say something to David Hill. Is deep back in the eye, comes back to the line of scrimmage. They fake the handoff. It's going to be a quick flare pass out in the flat to Hill. He's got some running room to the 30, 35, and is hit by Roger Perkins at the 37, 38-yard line. He stepped over the tackle of Ryan Wolf, and then Roger Perkins came up to greet him, and that should be enough for a first down First down marker was at the 37-yard line. The gain was to the 38, a gain of 9 yards to David Hill out of the backfield. Another first down for St. Mary of the Plains. 12.5 minutes to play here in the first half. 7-6, Cavaliers lead it. Well, this time, Sullivan sends Tony Easton out wide to the far side of the field. Jaime Lucero splits out wide to the left side nearest us. Back stacked in the dive for Sullivan, and a handoff to the fullback, Harold Martin, and Martin finds no place to go. Ryan Fahey, who's back into the ball game, plugged that hole. And now Fahey checks out on passing situations. Bert McCaig back in.
No gain on the play.
Martin carrying the ball for the first time in a ball game. And he is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So they've got the pass rush defensive ends now with Adler and McCaig in there. And Jeff Forney is in at the right side, outside linebacker. Brandon Sullivan on second down and 10 from his own 38-yard line. Broncos show blitz back out of it. Sullivan to throw quickly. He has to pull it down. He got pressure from Maine. Pumps it a second time. Gets it to Hill. Hill is stopped by Patterson and company. Donnie Hill backs him out of bounds. It's a gain of about 3 yards to the 41-yard line. It'll bring up third down. Call it the 5-yard gain to Hill out of the backfield. Well, David Patterson was there to stop him, and then Donnie Helt took over. Third down and 5 from the 43. 11 minutes to play, second quarter. 7-6 Cavaliers. Jaime Lucero comes out wide to the near side and brings Tony Easton with him. And now Hill out of the backfield, lines up a slot, so trips left. The formation for Sullivan on third down and 5 from his 43-yard line. Patterson shows blitz again. Sullivan to throw. Maine has heat. It's over the middle and completed to Knobloch. He is tripped up by Pat Fisher, and it will depend totally on the spot as to whether they got the first down. It's short of the 48-yard line, but they didn't even take it quite to the 48-yard line. And that time, Sullivan had to let it go in a hurry, but he got it to the man he wanted to get it to, and that is his tight end, Greg Knobloch. Knobloch, the leading receiver coming in. This catch is second of the day, his 48th of the season. He's got the touchdown toss. The score for the Cavaliers, and it is a first down by the nose of the football. 2 catches in the ball game now for Knobloch for 31 yards.
Ball is at the 48-yard line.
And with the football out to the 48, they move the chains. First down and 10 for St. Mary of the Plains. Checking into the ball game is Glenn Weaver. Weaver, the 6'5", 185-pound junior, who hails from 29 Palms, California. Knobloch splits right this time. Slot left formation with Lucero and Weaver. The pitch goes to Hill, trying to get wide. No place to go. Forney stops him. Jeff Forney, the outside linebacker, had it played perfectly. The loss will be back to the 45-yard line, a loss of 3. Well, now, here with 5 minutes gone in the second quarter, St. Mary of the Plains dead even in rushing on the day. Their success has been through the air. 45 yards through the air, no rushing yardage. Easton splits out wide to the left side. Lucero goes wide to the right. And Martin and Hill split behind Brendan Sullivan on second down and 13. Broncos bring a lot of people to the line of scrimmage. McCoy ready to blitz. They turn it loose. A lob pass down the right side for Lucero. He's out of bounds. Donnie Held had him pinned to the sideline. And Lucero caught it out of bounds. It's incomplete. And it will bring up third down, and 13 yards to go from the 45 for the Cavaliers. Cavaliers with a touchdown scoring pass from Sullivan and Knobloch in the first period as they led it 7-0 after 1. The Broncos tied it on a 4-yard Gordon Whitten run that capped off a 91-yard drive against this top-rated defense. The extra point for the Broncos was missed, and that's where we're at, 7-6. Lucero and Weaver to the left side, along with Hill, who's out of the backfield, and Sullivan backpedals to throw again. McCaig with heat over the middle of Knobloch. He's got it at the 47. He'll get to midfield, and that's all he'll get. As David Patterson was there to meet him, he got help from Shannon Adler and Donnie Helt. It's a gain of 5, but it'll bring up 4th down and 8.
Tackled by number 58, Patterson, number 26, held.
So with a 4th down call coming here, Greg Garner goes back to receive.
Gain of 5 on the play. 4th down, 8.
So Garner,
the 50-yard line.
the lone back to receive, and Knobloch will punt it away. Greg Knobloch averaging about 39 yards. Last time he got a great one. This one end over end. It's going to hit on the 25. Garner goes after it, fumbles it, it's loose, and it's covered up by the Cavaliers. Well, last time the Broncos elected to let it bounce and it rolled deep. This time, Garner was not going to let that happen, and probably should have as Lance Bell down quickly on the coverage, made the hit on Garner and recovered the loose football at the 13-yard line.
Recovered by the Cavaliers. It'll be 1st down.
So with 8:40 left to go, the Cavaliers with another excellent shot. They have started drives at the Bronco 26, the Bronco 11, and now the Bronco 13.
1st down 10, the ball at the 12-yard line.
So for the Cavaliers, they come up licking their chops once again. Sullivan barks out signals on 1st down. Counter to Hill. No hole. Maine drills him. A loss of a yard as Jason Maine got to Hill before he could get started.
Jimmy, if you want
Tackled by Jason Maine, number 31.
It's back to the 14-yard line. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 11 yards to go. The Broncos situation substitutions in place as Adler in for Matt Pulaski.
Loss of 1 yard, 2nd down and 11. The ball is at the 13-yard line.
Pohl and Fahey, the other 2 down linemen. And for Sullivan, Lucero short split to the left, Knobloch short split to the right, back stacked in the eye. Broncos show blitz. Sullivan to throw, has time, gets it away over the middle, and completes it to Weaver at the 5, and he's stopped, or excuse me, at the 10, and Glenn Weaver stopped by Ryan Wolf at the 9, maybe the 8-yard line. See where they put that football down. It's just inside the 9-yard line. And a pickup of 5, it'll be 3rd down and 6. Weaver with his first catch of the ball game. They just bring him in behind the linebackers. 7 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the half. 7-6 in favor of St. Mary. Lucero wide to the left, Easton out wide to the right side. Split back field this time for Brendan Sullivan. Broncos shift up defensively. The lob for the corner. Lucero is knocked away by Roger Perkins. Roger Perkins got back to knock it away from Jaime Lucero.
Number 46, Lucero.
The timing pass play
Roger Perkins
was right on the money, and Perkins had to eat up a lot of ground. It is 4th down and 6 now.
The ball is at the 8-yard line.
And on 4th down and 6, Scott Barnes comes on. Barnes 4 of 6 from in field goal attempts this year. Ball is on the 14. They will spot the ball down at the 16. It'll be a 26-yard field goal attempt.
Number 1, Scott Barnes.
Barnes' longest has been 28, and he kicks the high school field goals, or high school goalposts. This one's high, end over end, hits the upright, and comes out. Once again, the college standards changed the kicking game as it hit the upright. It was recovered in the end zone by Gary Freeman of Hastings College, and it comes out to the 20. Well, they play on a high school field down in Dodge City, Kansas, and the goalposts are 3 feet wider, and 3 feet would have made 3 points right here. But it didn't, as it hit the upright, and it comes out. And the Broncos will start at their own 20-yard line. So Hastings College was 7:01 left to go here in this, the first half, trailing by a point. Darren Fitzgerald gives it to Witten. Witten picks his way for about a yard as he is ridden to the ground by Scott Kirk, the big defensive end.
Ball carriers number 25, Gordon Witten.
2nd down and 9 from the 21-yard line. Garner into the ball game along with Galloway, replacing Salyers and Athey.
1 yard on the play.
Last time the Broncos had the football,
21-yard line.
they marched 91 yards for a score. Galloway comes wide to the near side. Check that, Galloway wide to the far side. Garner comes wide to the near side. Handoff is up the middle to Power, and Power 4 yards to the 25-yard line. Tripped as he got started. Andre McGriff knocked him off stride. And for Troy Power, the 4 yards will bring the Broncos to 3rd down and 5 at their 25-yard line. And even 6 minutes to play in the half. 7-6 in favor of the Cavaliers. So the Hastings College Broncos trying to manufacture another one of those patented Bronco drives. Big 3rd down call here. The shotgun formation for the first time in a ball game for Darren Fitzgerald. Has time, fires over the middle, and it is incomplete. In and out of the hands of Wade Fleischer, and he was hit immediately by Winston Bowen.
Number 89, Wade Fleischer.
Well, now Darren Fitzgerald, 5 out of 7
Winston Bowen
on the day with that incompletion, and bring the punting unit on.
Mitch Eckhart in formation.
So Mitch Eckhart will punt it away. Eckhart gets away a boomer. It's going to be taken on the far side by Lucero. Lucero at the 35, takes it up the sideline to the 45. And he'll be out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A return of 11.
Handled by number 2, Clarence Harris.
Clarence Harris ran him out of bounds, and with 5:27 left to go here in the first half, the Cavaliers, St. Mary the Plains, taking over 7-0. They have not been able to get much started. They've got 55 yards through the air and a -1 yard on the ground. They go up the middle for 2 yards, and that's all, as Earl Martin carries the ball for only the 2nd time in a ball game. And Martin stopped inside by Maine and Fahey.
Ball carrier Martin.
A gain of maybe a yard.
Chris Cole.
2nd down and about 9.5 yards to go.
Gain of 1, 2nd down 9. The ball is at
Well, the Bronco
47-yard
defense
line.
has been stingy at best here today. Held up the corner on the left side. Roger Perkins in the ball game on the right side, nearest us. As Easton splits wide to the far side, Lucero comes to the near side. Sullivan bobbled the snap, gets it back, fires over the middle of Knobloch, and Knobloch is complete. Ball is loose after the fumble by the tackle by Wolf, and Gary Freeman recovers the football for Hastings College. I don't think they're going to let it stand. They say it belongs to the Cavaliers as Knobloch hung on long enough for the play to be blown dead. A pickup of 11. And Knobloch with his 3rd catch.
11 yards on the play. 1st down, 10, the ball at the 42-yard line.
Brendan Sullivan, 7 out of 10 now for 65 yards. And his favorite receiver has been his tight end, Greg Knobloch. 1st down and 10 at the Bronco 43-yard line. Sullivan rolls right, being chased, gets to the sideline and lets it fly. It's off the hands of Glenn Weaver. It would have been a gain of just a couple of yards, and Weaver was surrounded by red jerseys.
2nd down, 10.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 yards to go. The incompleted pass stops the clock with 4:12 left to play. 7-6 in favor of the Cavaliers. Well, the Broncos have had the better of it offensively, but they trail it by a point. For St. Mary of the Plains, this time Glenn Weaver goes way wide to the right side, and Lucero comes way wide to the left side. They've got him flanked and split about as far as you can. Sullivan to throw, sets up a screen, being chased. He'll be sacked. He is sacked by Jason May. Shannon Adler was also in there. The sack is all the way back at the 44 of the Cavaliers. 13 yards as Sullivan is sacked for the 2nd time.
called him down before he threw it.
He was sacked in the opening drive. They tried to set up a screen, and now St. Mary of the Plains wants a timeout. It will be 3rd down and a bunch for the Cavaliers, and will return. They lead it 7-6.
Burt's Rexall Drug Store and Burt's Farm.
3rd down, 43 yards to go on the 45-yard line. I'd like to remind you once again, ladies and gentlemen, that the concession stands are open at the north end of the West Stadium and at the north end of the East Stadium. Also, NAIA Championship football souvenirs are being sold. Be sure to get your souvenir shirt or cap for today's game. The souvenirs are at the north end of the West Stadium. We also encourage you to get your souvenir programs at the gates and the station.
Hey, Phil, tell him what you think. Tell him what you think, Phil. Get
Third down, 23.
Well, the Cavaliers come after the timeout, 3rd down, and about 18 yards to go. And Brendan Sullivan to throw again, rolls right, pops, brings it down, throws it long down the sideline for Weaver. It's overthrown. Weaver at 6'5", going against Donnie Held at 5'10", and it's incomplete. So it is 4th down and about 18 yards to go. Just under 4 minutes to play. It has turned into a great day for football. And if you were thinking about coming early and the cloudy, windy conditions kept you away, this field is bathed in sunlight and the wind has died down, and it is picture perfect here this afternoon. Jesse Galloway back to receive as Knobloch to punt it away. Didn't get all of this one. It hits on the Bronco 37, bounces down to the 31, 32-yard line. Will be down right there. So Hastings College will get another chance here before halftime. And they will take over at their 37-yard line. 3:31 left to play. The Broncos on the day, 73 yards on the ground, 65 yards through the air, 138 yards of total offense for Hastings College, compared to 40 for St. Mary of the Plains. The counter to Gordon Whitten, and Whitten is knifed to the ground on a great stop by Winston Bowen. He picked up 4, maybe, out near the 35-yard line. We'll call it a 3-yard gain for Gordon Whitten.
Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd down, 7. The ball is at the 35-yard line.
The clock running, just over 3 minutes to go. 2nd down and a short 7. Receiver each side for Fitzgerald. The handoff to Whitten again up the middle, and he is submarined by Scott Barnes, but not before he takes it to the 41-yard line, a gain of 6. It's a gain of 7. It'll be a 1st down.
1st down, Broncos. The ball is at the 42-yard line.
Gordon Whitten now with 68 yards here in the 1st half, and the Broncos with a 1st down at the 42-yard line. Clock down to 2:40 left to go. 7-6, Salyers in the backfield as a blocking back. He lines up in the gap between tackle and tight end. As Fitzgerald to throw, steps up now, fires, completes it to Athey at the 47. He's across midfield and down inside the 45-yard line. The Mitchells take him down. Derek and Tony Mitchell, 2 of the linebackers, but not before Todd Athey scampers to the 43-yard line of the Cavaliers.
15-yard gain on the play, 1st down, 10.
Todd Athey with his 2nd catch of the day.
43-yard line.
This one good for 15 yards, and it is 1st down and 10. More conventional set this time. Garner comes wide to the right side. Galloway out wide to the left. They hand off to Whitten. No place to go. Steps through a couple of tacklers and gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Might have even gained a yard. They had him in the backfield for a brief instant, McGriff and Begay. But he kind of slipped right between the 2 of them. Takes it to the 41-yard line. It's a gain of a couple. At the 41, it is 2nd down and 8 yards to go. Athey splits right. Salyers flanks left away from us. Barta in as the fullback. Power is now the tailback, and Power gets the handoff, and Power just blasts his way straight ahead, following Bill Barta right up the middle, and he takes it down to the 37. Stopped by Mitchell, Bowen, and McGriff. And the Broncos will take a timeout as Power picked up 5 yards on the carry. The Broncos looking at 3rd down and 4 after the timeout. 1:19 left, 7-6 Cavaliers. We'll be back in just a moment.
For today's game, they are being sold at the north end of the West Stadium. We also encourage you to get your souvenir game programs at the gate or in the stadium.
Broncos with a 3rd down and 4 from the 37-yard line of the Cavaliers. Greg Gardner in motion into the backfield and through to the far side. The pitch goes deep to Whit. Whit with a hole on the right side. Blast through the tackle of Bowen down close to the 1st down marker. 1st down stick at the 33-yard line, and he has enough as he picks up 4. 74 yards on the day for Gordon Whit. Galloway and Garner out of the ball game as Athey and Salyers check in. Clock runs down to the minute mark. The Broncos 1st down and 10 at the Cavalier 33-yard line, trailing by a point. Both wide receivers to the left side away from us for Darren Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald to throw, fires out of the backfield, completes it to Witten, has trouble as he slipped to the turf at the line of scrimmage, couldn't get started. It'll be a completion for a gain of about a yard to Gordon Witten and bring up 2nd down and 9, and it'll be a long 9. The field getting chewed up a little bit right now. 36 seconds left to go. 7-6 Cavaliers. See if Fitzgerald just goes up on top. Tries to get somebody free down the middle. Galloway comes way wide to the right side. In the slot on the right side, Whitten and Garner. As Fitzgerald fires to the sideline. Garner's wide open to the 10. He is hit at the goal line. Knocked out of bounds to 1. Darren Fitzgerald to Greg Garner. 32 of the 33 yards needed as Garner with his 2nd reception of the day, but a big one right here. It is 1st and goal with 13 seconds left to play here in the half. Tilson Thompson makes his first appearance in the ballgame. Thompson, the 6', 260-pound junior fullback from Chicago, Illinois, goes in as a blocking back in the backfield. He will block for Troy Power. Athey splits wide to the left. Salyers comes wide to the right side. Darren Fitzgerald on 1st and goal right now. Barks out signals in the waning seconds of the first half. Hand off to Power. Power slips, didn't get in. And the Broncos take a quick timeout. Power could not get his footing. 9 seconds remain. As the Broncos stop the clock, they will look at 2nd and goal from the 1, and we'll be back in a minute.
Your free ticket to sporting events.
Left to play here in this the first half of a 7-6 ball game. Hastings College 2nd down and goal from the 1. Same formation basically as Thompson and Power in that backfield. Garner to the right side. Galloway split out wide to the left side. Darren Fitzgerald with the call. They've got the beef up front. Porter and Cushing at the tackles. And the handoff to Power. They follow Cushing into the end zone. Touchdown. Tilson Thompson right up the backside of David Cushing. And Cushing, the big 280-pound junior for right here in Hastings, blew open the hole. Tilson Thompson filled it, and then Troy Power took it in from a yard out. With 6 seconds left to go here in the first half, Hastings College goes on top. Power with the 1-yard touchdown. And the Broncos with a 68-yard drive. They've had 2 sustained drives here in the first half. This one, 68 yards, 3 minutes, and 25 seconds off the clock. They will go for 2. Remember, they missed the extra point earlier. Wide gap for Witten and Power in the backfield. Darren Fitzgerald on fakes the counter, bootlegs left, throws to the end zone. It's a 2-pointer to Wade Flesher. He was wide open. And it is 14-7 Hastings College with 6 seconds left in the first half. We'll be back in a minute. Broncos have taken the lead here with 6 seconds left in the half. It is 14-7 as Mitch Eckhart to kick it away. Eckhart, a low wobbly kick, bounces, taken to about the 26-yard line by Jamie Cure. And Jamie Cure hits to the right side, moves it out across the 35, and that'll end the first half. We have reached halftime here in this NAIA National Playoff game as the Hastings College Broncos. Well, maybe we have and maybe we haven't. The Broncos with a 14-7 lead. They have a flag down on the far side of the field where Cure went out of bounds. Face mask penalty against Hastings College. So that will give the Cavaliers one play here before halftime. The line of scrimmage is the 36-yard line, and for St. Mary of the Plains, it will mean that they will have one shot from near midfield as the penalty against the Broncos. Their third. It was a 5-yard face mask penalty. Not a big one. Takes it out to the 41-yard line. So Brendan Sullivan will have one opportunity.
At the St. Mary 41-yard line.
He's got the big guy, the tall guy anyway. Glenn Weaver out wide on the left side nearest us on Clarence Harris's side as Harris back in the corner. Sullivan to throw, fires. Weaver can't find the handle, and it's incomplete, and that will end the first half. So the incompleted pass ends it. 14-7 our score. Hastings College leads it. We'll be back in just a moment.
Cavaliers 7.
Bucks back out on the field here at A.H. Jones Stadium, and we get ready for the third quarter. Hastings College leads it 14-7. St. Mary of the Plains took a 7-0 lead midway through the first period on a one-play, 26-yard drive. A scoring toss from Brendan Sullivan to Greg Knobloch. But in the second quarter, the Broncos got a 4-yard touchdown from Gordon Witten and a 1-yard TD from Troy Power. A 2-point conversion from Darren Fitzgerald to Wade Flesher, and they lead it now 14-7. In the second half, the college defenses. St. Mary of the Plains will kick off once again, put their vaunted defense on the field. They will defend the goal to our left and move left to right. For the Hastings College Broncos, they will receive and defend the goal to our right and move right to left. Reggie Potts goes back deep to receive along with Keith Salyers, and we get ready to turn it loose here in the second half. Barnes to kick it away. Third period clock turned on, and we are set to go with the second half of this ball game. 14-7 Hastings College. Scott Barnes with the kickoff, high end over end, is going to be taken by Reggie Potts at the 15. Potts to the 20, 25, comes to the outside, gets a block from Salyers to the 30, and the 31 is about all he's going to end up with. He is wrestled to the ground after a return to the 31-yard line by Mike Frazier.
57, Mike Frazier.
Well, the officials waiting for traffic to clear to get the ball spotted. Well, they're not going to give him, and now they are. They move the ball out to the 31-yard line. Started to put it down on the other side of the 30. So Hastings College with the football and the lead. Darren Fitzgerald fakes the pitch deep, gives the ball to Power, counter back the other way, and Power has 6 or 7 yards. Stopped by Bowen and Barnes. Winston Bowen, the outside linebacker on the far side. And Scott Barnes, the safety. But for Troy Power, he picks up 6. And the Broncos look at 2nd down and 4 from the 38-yard line.
Gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. The ball is at the 38.
And it will be a short 4, more like a 7-yard gain. And this time it's Gordon Witten, no hole inside, slides outside. He's got the first down with a stiff arm. He takes Jason Gonzalez out of bounds to the 45-yard line. A pickup of 7 for Gordon Witten. And the Broncos with the first down at the 45-yard line. For Hastings College. They come right back to the line of scrimmage. Fitzgerald with a receiver each side. And the back split behind him on the first down call. The handoff to Witten again, the counter to the right side, and this time the hole is plugged on the tackle made by Damon Hansel, the defensive tackle, on Gordon Witten.
Tackle number 97, Damon Hansel.
For Gordon Witten, he squeezed out about a yard, maybe 2.
The ball is at the 47-yard line.
2nd down, and we'll call it 8 yards to go. The nose of the football just short of the 47-yard line. Reggie Potts flanks out wide to the right side now, and Jesse Galloway comes wide to the left with us, along with Gordon Witten. Slot left formation. Ready to charge, defensive end Scott Kirk, and Andre McGriff moves from the other side, flags fly. Penalty will be assessed against Hastings College for illegal procedure, and for the Broncos, their 4th penalty of the day. That will move the ball back to the 42-yard line. We've played a minute and a half here in the second half of the ball game.
Illegal procedure.
First possession of the second stanza. Hastings College with a 14-7 lead and a 2nd down and 13 call here from their 42-yard line.
42-yard line.
Same formation for the wide receivers. Potts flanks out wide to the far side. Galloway comes to the near side. Gordon Witten out this side as well. Darren Fitzgerald with Witten in motion, gives the ball to him. He's going to be hit in the backfield, bounces out of that tackle, and it's going to be thrown for another 2-yard loss by McGriff. A loss of 9 on the play, all the way back to the 33-yard line. Andre McGriff stopped him. Bowen got penetration, hit him at about the 37. He got out of that one, and then was unable
7 yards on the play
to get away from McGriff. A loss of 7 for Gordon Witten, and it is 3rd down
Third down, 21
And
yards.
21 yards to go for first down at the 34-yard line. And snow flurries fill the air here at A.H. Jones Stadium. Shotgun formation for Darren Fitzgerald. Trips left side. Fitzgerald steps up, fires over the middle. Greg Garner has it knocked away from him on a big hit by Jason Gonzalez.
Fitzgerald's pass intended for number 81.
Garner had it for an instant, but Gonzalez ripped him. The junior from Ramona, California, put the hurt on that play, and the Broncos will be forced to punt. Their first possession,
The ball is at the 34.
unable to move the football.
Punt formation for the Broncos.
Mitch Eckhart to punt it away.
Cavaliers, number 4.
And it's a low wobbly kick that is out of bounds near midfield. It'll be in Bronco territory. Mitch Eckhart has had a tough time with the punts here today. It's out of bounds out to the Bronco 45-yard line. So with 12:18 to play here, Eckhart with just an 11-yard punt. And the Cavaliers at the Bronco 45. The Cavaliers have the wind to their back here in the third quarter. As the snow picks up a little heavier now. And it's blowing on a 45-degree angle from left to right. Slot right formation, pitch to Hill. Hill is hit by Jason Main at the line of scrimmage, no gain.
31, Jason Main on the tackle.
David Hill with the pitch from Brendan Sullivan. Racing to the left corner, and Jason Main met him right on the corner. They will give him a half a yard or so, and it'll be second down, little less than 10 yards to go from just inside the 45-yard line. 11:50 left to play here in the third quarter. 14-7 remains the score. The Hastings College Broncos with the lead. The Cavaliers of St. Mary of the Plains with the football. Easton, the receiver to the left side. Lucero, the receiver to the near side. Now Knobloch, the tight end, in motion. He comes to the near side. Sullivan to throw, looks right down the left sideline, intended for Easton, and overthrows him down around the 15-yard line.
Sullivan's pass intended for number 27.
So Sullivan
falls incomplete.
tried to look the secondary off and hook it up with Easton down the sideline, but Clarence Harris had him step for step. Set the Bronco defense for you now this trip out. It is Shannon Adler, Bert McKeag, the defensive end, Chris Pohl, the nose tackle, Jeff Forney and Jason Main, the outside linebackers, Fisher and Patterson, the inside backers, Donnie Help, Clarence Harris are the corners, Peters, Freeman, the safeties. On third down and 9 from the Bronco 44, they fake it to Hill. Brandon Sullivan rolls right, gets a block on the corner, throws down the right side, intended for Lucero. It's tipped and then caught by Weaver, and he's in for the touchdown. Lucero had it bounce out of his hands on the hit, and Weaver took it in stride for the 6. A 44-yard strike. And kind of a strange quirk, but the St. Mary of the Plains Cavaliers benefit. 11:17 left to play here in the third. A 44-yarder.
44-yard touchdown.
It will be a touchdown to Weaver, but thanks to Jaime Lucero.
Sent the extra point. The holder will be number 20.
Well, the extra point by Scott Barnes, and a big one. High snap, ball down, kick is up. It just barely cleared the crossbar.
Kick is good.
It is 14-14. We are tied with 11:17 left to go in the third. We'll be back in just a moment.
At Central Community College,
brakes are on here at A.H. Jones Stadium in a tie ball game as the snow picks up its intensity a little bit. Scott Barnes to kick it away following the Cavalier touchdown. And it's an onside kick, and it's loose. The Broncos covered up as they get a trio of Broncos on the football. I don't know whether he intended to do that or not, but Troy Curtis covered up the ball, he and Bill Barnett.
Barnes' kick is covered by number 89, Wade Fleischer.
Fleischer also credited with being there, and the football out to the Bronco 39-yard line.
First down, Hastings College.
Just over 11 minutes to play, and now the wind really a factor as the snow blowing almost horizontal into the face of Darren Fitzgerald and the Hastings College Broncos. First down at the 39. Fitzgerald with a long count at the line of scrimmage. Gives the ball off to Troy Power. Power finds a hole right side, and Barnes wraps him up after a 5-yard gain to the 44-yard line. Free safety Scott Barnes, the senior from San Diego, makes the play.
Number 1, Scott Barnes.
5-yard gain for Troy Power. Second down and 5 for the Broncos.
Second down, 5, the ball at the 44-yard line.
Who was that guy that said it was picture perfect to play football here this afternoon? The weather conditions have changed dramatically here in the third quarter. Garner goes wide to the right side. Galloway comes out wide to the near side. The handoff, though, goes right up the middle. Gordon Witten skates to the first down stick. Bowen beats him. Ball knocks loose, but I believe they'll Wilson it dead. And where they are spotting the football, it should be enough for a first down. Just over the 49-yard line. Winston Bowen and Tony Mitchell, or check that, Derek Mitchell, combined on the stop. The ball popped loose after the whistle had blown. But for Gordon Witten, it's a gain of 6 and a first down. Well, maybe not. The officials are going to bring the chains into measure, but where they've spotted it, it looks like it's more than enough for a first down. Well, Gordon Witten, who had 75 yards in the first half of this ball game, has carried the ball 4 times here in the second half for 8 yards. So he closes in on the century mark. This 6-yard gain is enough for a first down. The nose of the football just short up midfield. 10:21 on the clock. We're tied at 14-14. 2 pass plays for the Cavaliers, 4 touchdowns, and 2 running plays for the Broncos for scores. The Broncos with long drives, time-consuming drives, and the Cavaliers have scored quickly. Darren Fitzgerald's first down call near midfield now. Potts out wide to the right, Easy comes wide to the left, and now Witten moves in motion. They fake the pitch, the handoff to Witten, to Power, and Power stopped as he starts by Damon Hansel, the defensive tackle on the right side. It's a gain of a yard across midfield for Troy Power, and will bring up second down and 9 for Hastings College. Power came into this ball game as the Broncos' leading rusher with nearly 800 yards. Gordon Witten right at the 600-yard mark. It has been Witten so far today who has tallied the big numbers. That staggered eye in the backfield now. Receiver to each side of the field for Darren Fitzgerald. Second down and 9. Fitzgerald to throw, has time, finds Witten out of the backfield, and he is blasted at midfield. A wicked hit by Winston Bowen. Witten with the catch, but he loses a yard. It'll be third down and 10. Gordon Witten with his third catch of the day. And now it is third down, and we'll call it 10 yards to go. It's just under 10 by about the length of the football. The clock is swept past the 9-minute mark here in the third quarter. 14-14 as the snow continues to fall and blow. 2 receivers to the right side. Garner and Witten. Now Witten comes in motion to the near side. Out of the shotgun, Fitzgerald has time, fires over the middle. It is incomplete. Not sure who it was intended for. It was too long for Troy Power out of the backfield and not long enough for Greg Garner, who was downfield. So the incompletion will bring up fourth down at midfield. Darren Fitzgerald, 8 for 10 for 111 yards in the first half. He is 1 for 3, a -1 yard here in the second half. And Mitch Eckhart on to punt it away. Low snap, Eckhart picks it up and gets a good kick away. High hanger taken by Weaver back inside the 20. Weaver jumps the 20-yard line and gets to the 22 or 23. Down quickly, Troy Curtis to make the tackle. Curtis, Ryan Wolf, and also down for the Broncos, Mike Erling, but it was Troy Curtis who led the charge. The football resting at the Cavalier 23-yard line.
Ball is at the 24-yard line, first down, 10.
8:22 left to go, 14-14 ball game. We're in the third quarter. Roger Perkins in the ball game now at the cornerback on the left side for the Broncos. It is Perkins and Harris at the corners. They hand off to Hill. Hill, no place to go. Pulaski hits him in, and then it's Bain, Cole, and David Patterson. And for David Hill, the loss is all the way back to the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 3 and bring up second down and 13 yards to go.
Loss 4, second down, 14.
Well, the running game has been non-existent. A minus 12 yards in the first half, a minus 3 yards here in the second half. And with 7:45 to go, it is second down and 13. Brendan Sullivan with Easton wide to the right, Lucero wide to the left. Sullivan fakes the handoff, rolls right, has plenty of protection. Can't find a receiver, and 40 runs him out of bounds, and that's going to be intentional grounding on Brendan Sullivan. Jeff Forney chased him to the sideline, had him all wrapped up. Sullivan threw it into the 20-yard marker. There was nobody there. The ball at the 14-yard line. Intentional grounding, the call against Brendan Sullivan. So the defensive pressure that time didn't come from up front. The coverage by the secondary forced that play, and Forney the beneficiary. Nobody for Sullivan to throw to. Walkoff takes it back to the 9-yard line. That'll be a loss of down in addition to the penalty and the loss of yardage on the play. The first penalty of the ball game, and the football back at the 9-yard line, and it is third down and 25 yards to go.
Third down, 25.
Now a loss of 10 on the sack by 40, and then the intentional grounding penalty, and it is all the way back to the 9. So 7.5 minutes to go here in the third, and the sun is back out here this afternoon. Blue skies, the clouds are gone, the snow has stopped. Lucero and Weaver wide to the left side as they load up the wide side of the field. Sullivan backpedals to throw, has time and fires. It is complete to Jaime Lucero at the 30s to the 35-yard line, and a flag is down. Jay Peters made the play, the Bronco free safety, but a flag down at the 40-yard line, or at the 30-yard line, excuse me.
Check that, number 46 was the receiver on.
And it will be against St. Mary of the Plains. Pass interference by the Cavaliers. Lucero shoved off to get loose to take the pass. Well, that was 26 yards on the completion to Jaime Lucero. The penalty flag down at the 30-yard line. The officials will take it back. Well, the Bronco defense now has them pinned even deeper with this penalty. They will walk it off from the 9, take it back to the 5, half the distance. Two big penalties here in this drive, and it is 4th down and 30, and the Broncos should get great field position. Greg Knobloch, who averages about 39 yards a punt, will get it away from the end zone. Jesse Galloway standing at the Cavalier 40-yard line. Knobloch with a good snap and a high end-over-end kick. Galloway right at the 40, races to the right side, gets a block from Freeman on the corner. He's down to the 35, 30, 20-yard line, down the sideline to the 10, and Jesse Galloway scored for the touchdown. Jesse Galloway, a 40-yard punt return for a TD, and the Hastings College Broncos take the lead back. But we do have a flag just outside the end zone.
Flag on the play.
A 40-yarder by Jesse Galloway. And the Broncos lead it 20-14. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Hastings College. Touchdown is good. Penalty will be assessed later. So the Broncos with 7:03.
Dead ball foul after the play was over against the Broncos.
The Broncos take the lead on the 40-yard punt return by Jesse Galloway. Eckhart on to attempt the extra point.
Whitman in to hold.
Well, if you were with us for the pregame show, head coach Dan Kratzer said if his club could get into this range, it was their ball game. Well, they're up by a touchdown here, but they have put more points on than the Cavaliers are used to giving up. Eckhart's extra point is good, and it's 7:03 left to play. The Broncos lead at 21-14, and we'll be back with the Hastings College kickoff in just a moment.
The NAIA salutes the Rawlings Sporting Goods Company of St. Louis, Missouri for providing the official NAIA football for 1991. The Rawlings R5, the Rawlings Pro 5, and the Rawlings ST5 footballs are the official NAIA football for 1991.
With 7:03 left to go, Hastings College leads at 21-14. Jaime Lucero and Scott Barnes, who average big time in kickoff returns. Barnes averages 35 yards per return, and Lucero 29 yards per return. And they will get it as Eckhart will kick it into the wind. Mitch Eckhart, the barefooted kicker. It's a sailor, doesn't go deep. It's knocked down, picked up at the 45-yard line by Brett Winter, and Winter returns it to the 49. That is where the Cavaliers will start this drive. So St. Mary of the Plains at midfield, or just short of it, as they come out this time. So far here in the second half, they have that 44-yard TD pass from Brendan Sullivan to Glenn Weaver with deflection from Jaime Lucero. And that's all of their offense. On the ground, a minus 12 yards. And Sullivan to throw again. Has time, fires, and it is Knobloch, the intended receiver. He slipped. He was open, but he could not keep his footing. Down around the 35-yard line of the Broncos, and as he went down, the ball fell incomplete. Kind of short-hopped it, took it on a short bounce, but it goes incomplete. He was wide open. There is one spot on this football field where the footing is very treacherous, and that is just behind the Broncos secondary. It's actually from the Bronco 40 to the Bronco 30 between the hash marks. That side of the field just to the right of us. Sullivan on second down and 10 at midfield. Fakes the pitch, steps back to throw, and caves in on him, and he Fahey and Jason Main had him. Sullivan got it away just before he went down. The incompleted pass will bring up third down. Jason McCoy checks into the ball game for the Hastings College Broncos. He replaces David Patterson. Burt McCaig is also into the ball game. It's McCaig, Pohl, and Adler, the front three. Third down and 10 at midfield. Weaver wide to the right, Lucero out wide to the left side. Back stacked to the deep eye. And the pitch to Lucero on the reverse. Lucero getting some big time. The clip's going to be called on non-block. As Lucero racing up the right side, he is taken by Roger Perkins and drug out of bounds, but they'll bring this one back. Non-block with a clip right in front of two officials on Jeff Forney, who had great penetration. That play was going nowhere either way. Forney had it stopped in the backfield. If he's not clipped, the clip brings it back since he was. The flags are down at the 40-yard line. That's a loss of 10 yards right there. So the College of St. Mary, who came in 9-1 and rolled through the Kansas Conference, won the conference, averaged about 326 yards of offense. Here today, they have been shut down. They have 86 yards of offense to this point. The other side of the football, they were averaging just 188 yards of offense with their defensive unit. And so far here today have given up 230. The football back to the 23-yard line.
Now 37 yards to go.
Another big penalty for the Cavaliers, and it is third down and 27 yards to go here at the 6-minute 37-second mark of the third quarter. Knobloch, the tight end, splits wide to the right side. Lucero goes wide to the far side. Two receivers this side with Easton out, and they set up the screen to Hill out of the backfield. He's got it at the 20, 25, has blockers in front of him to the 30, 35, steps through a tackle, gets to the 40, and is out to the 48-yard line. David Hill out of the backfield, finally stopped by Chris Pohl, who chased him down from the line of scrimmage, and they pick up 26 of the 27 or 37 yards they needed. Hill just picking his way up the sideline, and it is fourth down and 11 yards to go at the 49-yard line. Now fourth down and 11, and they will punt it away, but they did get some field position. Knobloch to punt it away once again. Galloway back deep to receive. Knobloch with a high kick that's going to hang up. Galloway retreats and takes a fair catch back at about the 15-yard line. So the Broncos will start.
It's down 10 for the Broncos at their own 15-yard line.
Deep in their own territory. 5:47. On the clock, it is 21-14, Hastings College. So they get the chains stretched out. And for Darren Fitzgerald, they've been in this situation before. They've gone from deep a couple of times today. The handoff to Gordon Witt. Witt, no hole this time as the play stopped by Hansel. Damon Hansel, the 275-pound defensive tackle from El Cajon, California. Shut that play down all by himself. Witt gained a yard.
Stafford Brigade.
So it'll be second down and 9 from the 16-yard line.
Second down and 9. Ball at the 16-yard line.
Gordon Witten with 84 yards on the day today. Lines up a slot this time. Moves back into the backfield. Wide split for Power and Witten behind. And the handoff to Gordon Witten on the counter. He's free at the 20, 25, 26-yard line. Gordon Witten picks up 10 and maybe more. It is a first down for the Hastings College Broncos as Witten out to the 27-yard line. Scott Barnes, the safety. Witten with 11 yards on that carry, and a first down for the Hastings College Broncos.
At the 27-yard line.
The Broncos with trips to the left, Witten in a slot, Power the lone back, Potts and Athey are out wide with Gordon Witten. And the handoff back the other way to Troy Power, the counter to the right side, and Power out to the 34-yard line. Troy Power stopped by Mitchell and Stafford Begay. The Mitchell brothers, who came in with some big numbers for this ball club defensively, have been kind of quiet here in this one this afternoon. It is second down and 3. Witten slips in across the right side and gets close to the first down mark. Tony Mitchell makes the stop. Tony Mitchell, the inside linebacker. Derek Mitchell, the outside linebacker. They hail from San Diego, California, and are the younger brothers of the San Francisco Giants' Kevin Mitchell. The football at the 37-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 yards to go. 3:40 left to play here in the third quarter. The Broncos lead it 21 to 14, a 7-point lead. First down, hand off to Power. He just follows his way up the middle behind the blocking of Big Craig Hubbard and picks up 3 to the 40-yard line. He is driven backwards at that point, but it'll be second down and 7 yards to go. Second down and a long 7 yards to go.
Ball is at the 40-yard line.
With the football at the 40-yard line or just across the 40-yard line, Reggie Potts goes wide to the right. Galloway comes wide to the left side. Darren Fitzgerald with Witten now in motion. And the handoff to Gordon Witten. He has got 3, breaks the tackle. He's out to the 46-yard line. He's over 100 yards with a 6-yard gain right here. He's written down by Scott Barnes. And Andre McGriff, 6-yard gain for Gordon Witten. And he now has 104 yards on the ground here today, 22 yards through the air, 126 yards altogether. And with 2:25 left to play, the Broncos in one of their patented drives. It is third down and a couple now at the 46-yard line. Salyers wide to the right side. Athey splits out wide to the left side. 2 backs stacked in the eye for Gordon Witten. As Chris Foster shows blitz, the handoff to Witten, and Foster has him wrapped up for a loss of a yard back to the 45-yard line. Foster got in there. Also in there defensively was Brian Flax, who got some penetration. And it is now fourth down and a long 2, and Eckhart on to punt it away.
Fourth down 3, the ball is at the 45-yard line. Mitch Eckhart in confirmation for the Broncos.
Mitch Eckhart with a low snap, gets it away, high end over end kick. It's going to be taken by Weaver at the 30. Weaver gets away from the first rush, can't get away from the second rush. Troy Curtis stacked him up, and then Clarence Harris put him on the deck.
Tackled by number 2.
And the freshman from Hastings, Troy Curtis, becoming a special teams expert here in his first season. They spot the forward progress to the 33-yard line.
Ball is at the 33-yard line.
A minute 33 left to play here in the third quarter. 21 to 14, the Broncos lead it. Brendan Sullivan, the quarterback for the Cavaliers, sends Glenn Weaver wide to the near side. Jaime Lucero goes wide to the far side. And the handoff to David Hill, and Hill is rocked as soon as he gets the football by Jason Maine and David Patterson.
Tackled by number 58, David Patterson.
A gain of a yard for David Hill. Hill with a minus -1 yard here in this half. He is their leading rusher. He has a total of 2 yards on the day, on 10 carries. The Broncos have shut down the rushing game for the Cavaliers. Easton now into the ball game for Weaver. Splits out wide to the right side nearest us. Knobloch, the tight end, standing straight up now, goes in motion to the far side with Lucero. Solomon set to throw again, has time, lobs it to the far side and overthrows Jaime Lucero. It's out of bounds and incomplete. Clarence Harris had the coverage for the Broncos. 46 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. The Broncos with a 21-14 advantage. Here in the second half, Brandon Sullivan, 2 out of 6. But he's 2 out of 6 for 70 yards and a touchdown. He sends Lucero wide to the left side of the field, the far side of the field away from us, and brings Weaver out wide to the near side. Now David Hill in motion to the far side. And movement on the left side of the offensive line, and flags will go all over the place. The left tackle left too soon for this Cavalier ball club. Illegal procedure, 5-yard penalty for St. Mary of the Plains, where they played without any penalties in the first half, but here in the second half they've been whistled for 4 for a total of 30 yards. That moves the ball back inside the 30-yard line, and it will be 3rd down and 14 yards to go. 44 seconds on the clock. They will wind it here as we get down toward the end of the third quarter. The Broncos with a 21-14 lead thanks to a 40-yard punt return by Jesse Galloway. Well, the Cavaliers to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 14 of their 29-yard line. Bronco defensive troops deploy, and they've got linebackers ready to shoot the gap. Now they drop back out of the blitz as Sullivan goes to the sideline to Lucero, who leaps and makes the catch out of bounds. The Broncos had double coverage on Jaime Lucero out at the 40-yard line, and now an injured Bronco is down, the one that made the hit. Clarence Harris was one of the 2 defenders over there, and the other probably was the free safety, but we'll wait and see because they have called the trainers onto the field. So the incompleted pass will bring up 4th down and 14 from the 29-yard line. Clock is stopped for the injury with 38 seconds left here in the third. We'll be right back. The Broncos lead it by a score of 21-14.
Into the Broncos.
Well, the injured Bronco was the free safety, Ryan Wolf. Wolf with his 2nd injury of the year. He was out for a few games earlier because of an injury. This one is a leg, and the way they were looking at it, most probably a knee. So the freshman from South Bend, Indiana, being carried off the field by Shannon Adler and Kevin Ottman. Not letting him put any weight on that left leg, and they'll take him to the sidelines. Knobloch back to punt it away as we're down to the final 38 seconds. Jesse Galloway, who the last time returned 140 yards for a score, stands at his own 40 this time. Knobloch will get it away from about his 20-yard line with a wind to his back, and he gets a beauty away. Fair catch waited for by Galloway, but he's chased all the way back to the 28-yard line. A 47-yard punt, that time all in the air by Greg Knobloch. And with 30 seconds left to play here in the third quarter, the Broncos will start inside of their 30. The officials get the chain set on the far side of the field. The Broncos, who rolled up 209 yards of offense in the first half, have been slowed down a bit here in the second half, but they lead it by a score of 21-14. They have only 50 yards of offense. Andre McGriff ready to charge, and handoff goes to Gordon Witt. Ball pops out as he is tackled in the backfield by Stafford Begay. The Cavaliers,
tackled by number 71, Stafford Begay,
showing a little eagerness. Maybe going to start to shoot the gaps a little bit. -3 for Gordon Witt. Puts him right back at the century mark on the day. And that'll end the third quarter. After 3 periods of play here at A.H. Jones Stadium in this NAIA National Playoff game, the Hastings College Broncos lead the College of St. Mary's from Dodge City, Kansas by a score of 21-14, and we'll be back with the fourth and final period in a moment. Well, as we start the fourth quarter, Darren Fitzgerald trying to go to the air. Comes up incomplete, and it'll be third down and 13 yards to go. Well, in the third quarter, the Broncos with 47 yards of offense, 48 of it on the ground. The Cavaliers with 59 yards of offense. They got 70 through the air. They were -11 on the turf. So third down call for Darren Fitzgerald, as he has one setback, 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right side, and Fitzgerald set to throw. Looks right, comes back to the left, and it is nearly picked off by Derek Mitchell, as the Broncos had a whole lot of folks in the general area, but nobody into the direct flight of the ball. So Darren Fitzgerald now 1 out of 5 for a -1 yard here in the second half, after going 8 for 10 for 111 yards in the first half. And the Broncos are forced to punt it away. Eckhart again scoops it up off the ground, but gets a high end over end kick. Off is taken by Glenn Weaver at the 40. Weaver heads to the right side, and he is arm tackled by Troy Curtis. Curtis with some help from Bill Barnett, and also down for the Broncos, Gordon Witt.
Number 32, Curtis, number 26, Help. Kick was returned by number 4.
So the Hastings College Broncos defensive unit takes over now. Cavaliers at their 41. We are in the final 15 minutes. And a new quarterback for the Cavaliers. The pitch goes to David Hill, right side. He cuts back behind a block, and he's got some running room. Breaks the tackle at the 45 and gets to midfield. The new quarterback is Joe Palomares, a 6'2 junior from Indio, California. And he gets it to David Hill, and they say he was down at the 46-yard line, a gain of 5. Second down and 5 yards to go. So Brendan Sullivan gives way to Palomares. And let's see if the junior from California can move the ball club. Power I formation in the backfield now for Palomares. Weaver, the power back, comes in motion to the near side. Palomares back pedals to throw. He's going to be flushed and sacked by Shannon Adler. He was pushed out of the pocket by Ryan Fahey, and Adler with the sack back out to the 40-yard line, a loss of 7. So Palomares goes the same route.
Loss of 6 yards on the play, third down, 11.
As
40-yard line.
Brandon Sullivan, and for the Hastings College Broncos, their 4th sack of the afternoon. We mentioned they have big numbers in that category. They now have 38.5 sacks on the year. It is third down and 11 yards to go, back out to the 40-yard line now. Palomares sees a lot of charges, and Bert McKay gets free. Palomares gets it away. It's incomplete, out of bounds. Intended for Tony Easton. And a flag down now in the backfield, and this could be a holding call.
Receiver was out of bounds.
And maybe again it won't be. Offsides against Hastings College. Well, the Broncos trying to shoot the gaps, got in there too quickly. They talk with offensive captain and big right tackle Brian Varner. 13 minutes left to go in this national playoff game, and for the Broncos,
Offside against Hastings College.
5-yard penalty takes the ball out to the 45-yard line, and it will bring up third down and 6.
Third down, 6.
And on third down and 6, Palomares with Weaver, the flanker, to the right side of the field away from us, the short side of the field. And coming out way wide to the left side is Jaime Navarro. Lucero with Roger Perkins on him. Palomares to throw, has time, fires a bullet across the 40, taken by Weaver, and he's down inside the 35-yard line. Or down to the 35-yard line.
Tackled by number 26, Don Coat, number 58, David Patterson.
A total of 18 yards to Weaver. Weaver with 2 catches here in the second half for 62 yards. It's first down and 10.
At the Hastings 37-yard line.
At the Bronco 37-yard line, Palomares that time put one on a string to Glenn Weaver. Now Tony Easton into the ball game. And Easton comes out wide to the left side, the freshman from Kettering, England. Hill in motion out of the backfield to the right side with Lucero, and Palomares slides to the right, going to throw, tucks it in, starts to run. Shannon Adler takes it, pushes him out of bounds. It'll be a loss back to the 39-yard line. Big Shannon Adler, the 6'3", 220-pound sophomore from right here in Hastings.
Shannon Adler.
Picked up his 5th sack just a little bit ago. And Adler here with the tackle for a loss. He's got 7 of those this year. It'll be second down and 1, or second down and 11, excuse me. Palomares sends Weaver to the right, Lucero to the left, nearest us. Back stacked in the I formation. Now Weaver comes in motion, turns upfield. Palomares deep drop, Maine chases in, he fires it over the middle. It's intercepted by Gary Freeman. Freeman with a one-handed stab at the 40-yard line. Freeman now has picked off 6 this season, and not bigger than that one right there. Gary Freeman just stuck his left hand up. Just like the all-star catcher that he is in baseball, he picks one off right here.
Intercepted by Gary Freeman.
Gary Freeman with his 5th INT of the season, and the Broncos take over on their 40 with 11:28 left to play here in the ball game. As the snow squalls come in again, Darren Fitzgerald with a wind to his back now gives the ball to Gordon Witt, and he's got blockers to the right of him. He gets to the 45 and out to the 47-yard line. Kirk Corner and Kevin Ottman led him around the corner. A gain of 7 for Gordon Witt.
Run out of bounds by number 28, Brett Winter.
The Broncos now look at second down and 3 from the 47-yard line.
Gain of 7 on the play. Second down.
Galloway goes wide on the left side.
Ball is at the 47-yard
The Broncos, Greg Gardner, the flanker to the right side. Power and Witten split behind Darren Fitzgerald on 2nd down and 3. Fitzgerald with the call. Fakes the handoff to Witten. He sets to throw. Has time, goes long. Jesse Galloway's wide open, but it's overthrown.
Fitzgerald's pass intended.
Now Fitzgerald now 1 out of 6 here in the second half for a -1 yard. And he had Jesse Galloway flat out, wide open, and he had a step in single coverage on Scott Barnes. The incompleted pass stops the clock with 11:13 left to play. 21-14, Broncos lead it. They took the lead midway through this third quarter with a 40-yard punt return for a touchdown by Jesse Galloway. Broncos again with a split left flanker right formation. And the handoff to Witt. Witt slips a tackle in the backfield. He's got the first down. He's down to the 47-yard line of St. Mary in the Plains. A pickup of 6-4 for Gordon Witten. He was tripped up by Damon Hansel as he went through. Witten now starting to really amass the yardage.
Of St. Mary in the Plains.
Witten has carried the ball 28 times for 113 yards here in the ballgame. The junior from here in Hastings lines up a slot on the left side, now comes back into the backfield in motion. Fitzgerald rolls to throw, quick toss to Wayne Flesher, and Flesher can't hang on at the 40-yard line. It's incomplete. 2nd down and 10 from the 47-yard line of the Cavaliers. 10:43 on the clock. The Broncos with a 1-touchdown advantage.
2nd down, 10.
Hastings College breaks the huddle. And Fitzgerald moves Garner out wide to the near side of the field. Todd Athey goes wide to the far side on 2nd down and long. Darren Fitzgerald barks out signals. Andre McGriff ready to shoot on the right side. The handoff to Witten and counters back to the near side. Witten slips a tackle at the 45, and he's down inside the 40-yard line. Out of bounds to the 36. Gordon Witten with a gain of 11 more yards and another first down for the Hastings College Broncos. Gordon Witten. It's at the 36.
11 yards on the play, 1st down, 10.
And for Hastings College, this is one of those drives. It started on their 40. They have used up about a minute. They have it at the 36-yard line of the Cavaliers. Fitzgerald, long snap count, back pedals to throw, pops for Witten, now goes long down the sideline and overthrows Gordon Witten, and Witten was wide open. He had single coverage from outside linebacker Winston Bowen. And Darren Fitzgerald, again, too long. He stands hands on hips as he looks to the sideline, shaking his head. He knew that he had Witten, and earlier had Galloway, the senior from Sun Valley, California. Calls the play, goes back to the huddle. Barta in, replacing Power in the backfield now. Galloway splits out wide on the left. Salyers comes wide to the right. They've got the 2 speedsters on the field this time. And for Darren Fitzgerald, 2nd down and 10 from the 36. He looks over the middle, completes it to Wayne Flesher at the 30. Flesher knocked down immediately by Tony Mitchell at the 28-yard line. But it's a gain of 7 to Wayne Flesher.
Tony Mitchell.
And the Broncos will now face 3rd down and 2. That completion broke a spell of 0 for 5 for Darren Fitzgerald. 10 minutes even left to go. 21-14, Broncos lead it with the football. 3rd down and 2 from just inside of the 28-yard line. Power back in to run alongside Witten as the blitz is on. Fitzgerald calls his own number, and it's going to be close. He was stopped by Damon Hansel, who just reached out with one arm and made the play. Fitzgerald looked like he had a pretty good hole to run through, but Hansel fought off the block and was able to make A one-arm tackle. They'll bring the chains in from the far side. As another snow squall blows through here. This has been an excellent football game. The Broncos with a 21-14 lead. They stretch the chains, and it is a first down by just ever so slightly. Fitzgerald with a 2-yard pickup. 9:43.
First down, Hastings College at the 26-yard line.
Left to play. So the Hastings College Broncos keep the drive alive. At the 25-yard line, first down and 10. Fitzgerald with Witten Power split behind him. Fitzgerald to throw. Looks right, fires right on a slant into Greg Garner, and he hangs on after a big-time hit by Scott Barnes. I'll tell you what, Garner was sent backwards, and how he hung on, I don't know, at the 11-yard line. A gain of 14 to Greg Garner. And another first down for the Hastings College Broncos. The Broncos have it first down and 10 at the 11. 9 minutes and 19 seconds left to play. The Broncos by 7 at 21-14, but threatening for more against the nation's second-best defense. The handoff to Gordon Witten, and he ducks in the middle. Slipped as he tried to make a cut, but he still picked up yardage down to the 7, a gain of 4.
That one play by number 97, Damon Hensel.
The Broncos with a second down and 6 situation at the 7. Reggie Potts into the ball game as one wide receiver, and he goes out to the far side. Coming to the near side is Todd Athey. And second down and 6 from the 7 for Fitzgerald and the Broncos. Darren Fitzgerald gives it to Witten. Witten slips up into the hole, and he's got it inside the 5, following the blocking of Kevin Ottman once again, the sophomore from Grand Island. Led him up inside, and is down to the 4-yard line, a gain of 3 more. And for the Broncos, it will be third down and 3 from the 4.
3 on the play.
Whitner now with 131 yards rushing and over 150 yards of total offense. With the football, Darren Fitzgerald, third down and 3 from the 4. They stack the backs in the I formation this time. Fitzgerald pitches it to Witten. Witten races to the corner. Touchdown, Gordon Witten. Gordon Witten from 4 yards out, and the Hastings College Broncos have a 27-14 lead. The score comes at the 7:46 mark here in the 4th quarter, as the Broncos cap off a 60-yard drive. Gordy Witten with the touchdown, his second 4-yard scamper of the day. Low snap ball down. Boynton did a nice job of getting it on the tee, and Mitch Eckhart puts it through there, and Hastings College leads it 28-14. We'll be back with the Bronco kickoff in a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to request that you remain in your seats at the conclusion of the game. There will be a post-game ceremony. Game balls will be presented to each assistant coach, and there will be offensive player of the game and a defensive player of the game, chosen by the press corps. Kicking off to the Broncos.
Hastings College College Broncos with a 60-yard, 12-play drive. Used nearly 4 minutes, and Eckhart to kick it away. It's not going to be real deep, taken by Barnes at the 15. He reverses it to Lucero. Lucero slips as he turns the corner and goes down at the 25-yard line. So the Cavaliers start at their own 25.
First down.
7:41 left to play in the football game. And for St. Mary's of the Plains, this their 3rd year in a row in the playoffs. They lost the last 2 times in the first round, and they're down this time in the first round by 2 touchdowns. Palomares to throw. Palomares is sacked. Ryan Fahey and Chris Pohl
Number 70, Ryan Fahey.
made the play.
Lost a 5 on the play, second down.
Back to the 19-yard line. The Broncos' 5th sack of the ball game. As Chris Pohl and Ryan Fahey combined for the stop by Fahey has had a big ball game here today. It is second down and 15. Palomares in a throwing situation again. Backpedals, Pohl chases him again. So does Jason Maney. Unloads underneath and completes it out of the backfield to Harold Martin. And Martin able to move it out to about the 29-yard line before he is stopped, a gain of 10 on the play. It will bring up 3rd down.
Gain of 10 yards on the play. 3rd down, 5.
Well, again, the pressure's on. Again, it's Fahey, and Fahey with another sack. Ryan Fahey has controlled the line of scrimmage. This sack is all the way back to the 22-yard line, a loss of 7 more. And the
4th down, 12.
Sacksters are at it again. 4th down and 12. The punting unit is on, and the kick is away. Chris Pohl got a lot of pressure. Got a hand up. It rolls out of bounds at the Cavalier 44-yard line.
44-yard line, first down 10 for the Broncos.
So Hastings College
22-yard punt by
has shut the door on St. Mary of the Plains. Here in this second half, the Cavaliers with a minus 26 yards on the ground. They've got some yardage through the air. The Broncos now at the 44-yard line of the Cavaliers. The pitch to Witt. Witt with a stiff arm, banks off the tackler at the 42, and he's down to the 37-yard line. Driven out of bounds by Barnes and Mitchell.
Ball carriers number 25, Gordon Witt.
Gordon Witt adds to his totals. He picks up 6 or 7 more right here. The officials move the ball into the hash mark from the near sideline. And they will spot it down just outside of the
7 yards on the play, second down 3.
7-yard line.
37-yard line.
So Witten with 7 more. And again, it's Gordon Witten. And Witten up the middle for 3 or 4 more yards. As he took it from just inside the 38 down to the 33-yard line. And he's got 5 more and a first down. The Broncos have won the line of scrimmage. Gordon Witten comes out shaking his hand as if it might have been injured just a little bit. 147 yards rushing by Gordon Witten here today, and the Cavaliers on the year were averaging only 101 defensively. Troy Power the call up the middle, and Power takes the ball from the 32 down to the 31, or just inside it. Power gains one, and it will be second down and 9 from the 31-yard line. We've moved past the 5-minute mark here in the ball game. 28-14 Hastings College. Hastings College coach Dan Kratzer said before the ball game in the locker room, if we score 28 points, we'll win it. Well, they lead it 28-14. Stranger things have happened. The handoff to Witten, and Witten following blockers on the right side, and he's down to the 25-yard line. It was Bart Gore who led him around the corner that time. Gordon Witten from the 35. Or excuse me, the 31 to the 25, tallies 6 more. Boy, he's had an outstanding ball game. He has been the money back here today. Clock now at the 4-minute mark. The Broncos with the 2-touchdown lead. Garner out wide and left. Athey comes to the right. Power and Witten split in that backfield. On 3rd down and 3 from the 25-yard line. They fake it to Witten. Fitzgerald rolls right. Now he tucks it in. Fires on the run. It's intercepted by Mitchell. Derek Mitchell at the 20, and he is out of bounds. Mitchell out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Second interception of the day for Darren Fitzgerald. Stops this drive.
Ball is at the 23-yard line. First down.
Now the Bronco defense will have to take over.
First down, 10 Cavaliers.
So the Cavaliers, Palomares to throw, tipped by Jason Maine, incomplete, intended for Jaime Lucero.
Is incomplete. Second down, 10.
Second out of 10 from their own 23-yard line. 3:45 left to play. Tony Easton races in from the far side of the field. After the ball game, there will be several ceremonies, several presentations on the field to these two clubs and the outstanding individuals. We will have our post-game show with head coach Dan Kratzer and the Bronco players of the game. Palomares to throw again, goes long down the right side for Lucero, and it is swatted away, nearly intercepted by Donnie Hill.
Lucero is broken up. 26,
Donnie Hill breaks it up. People have tested the 5'10" junior from U10 all year long, and he has not given much this season. David Patterson out of the ball game now, replaced by Jason McCoy as one of the 2 inside linebackers. Burt McKay again replacing Ryan Fahey. And a defensive end. Matt Pulaski, the other defensive end. Palomares to throw. Jason Maine on a blitz, and Palomares just got it away. To Hill out of the backfield, takes it to the 25, gets a block at the 30, out to the 35, and is bumped out of bounds out to the 40. 17 yards and a first down to David Hill. As the ball now at the 40-yard line with 3:32 left to play. Fahey back into the ball game. Patterson back into the ball game defensively on first down. Tony Easton comes wide to the near side. Jaime Lucero is out wide to the far side of the field, and Palomares, the second quarterback used by the Cavaliers, just a short drop, quick pop, is taken by Lucero, and Lucero muscles his way to midfield right close to the first down marker. Patterson wrapped him up as soon as he caught it, but Lucero was able to force it to midfield with Patterson on him. It's just short of a first down by about 2 feet. Jaime Lucero with the catch here. Again, Palomares to throw. He's got Lucero wide open. He outthrows Roger Perkins. He takes it at the 30, down to the 20, 10. Perkins with the tackle at the 1-yard line. Roger Perkins beaten on the look-in, duck-in by Jaime Lucero. And it's a 49-yard completion from Palomares to Lucero, and it is first down and goal with 2:59 left to play. The Cavaliers with no Honey. David Cushing into the ball game. He's played both ways here today. The handoff to Martin. No hole. Martin with a second surge. Still didn't get in. Harold Martin stopped for no gain. The hole was plugged. Cushing down at the bottom. 40 was there. And Pat Fisher. It'll be second down and goal. Again, no huddle. Palomares has him to the line of scrimmage. Clock continues to move. Palomares loops it toward the end zone, intended for Knobloch, and it's overthrown.
Palomares' pass intended for number 35. Knobloch is incomplete.
Well, Palomares, since coming into this ball game, he took over in the fourth quarter. He is 5 out of 8 as he came off the bench throwing, and Joe Palomares trying to lead him back. The incompleted pass stops the clock with 2:28 left to go. It is third down and goal from the 1-yard line. Knobloch, the tight end, comes out wide to the left. Short split to the right side for Lucero. Back stacked in the eye. Martin and Hill. Hill the deep back for Joe Palomares. Palomares, quick loop. Again, the loft to the right side and a diving attempt, but a flag goes down late.
Flag on the play.
Jaime Lucero, the intended receiver.
Flag on the play.
They just curled him out, and Palomares tried to loop it to the sideline, and Lucero nearly had it caught. Donnie held on the coverage, and we'll see what the call is here. The officials have talked it over, and the call will be pass interference against the Broncos' Donnie Hill. So it'll be half the distance to the goal line, and it will take it down to the half-yard mark, and it will be first and goal all over again.
Penalty is interference against the Broncos. Pass interference, defensive pass interference, automatic first down.
So it is
1-yard line. First and goal.
first and goal now inside the 1. The clock down at 2:24. Palomares leads him to the line of scrimmage. He has got Lucero and Hill to the left side. Weaver out wide to the right side. Martin, the lone running back. And Palomares, his own number, and he slides across the left side for the touchdown. Palomares,
for the touchdown.
a 1-yard quarterback keep for the touchdown, and that narrows the gap a bit. 28-20 now, as the Cavaliers are back to within 8. See what the call is here now for St. Mary of the Plains. Now, Palomares, very efficient in that drive, as he was 3 of 6.
Into the extra point, number 1,
Scott Barnes to attempt the extra point. Good snap, ball is down, kick is up, and it is down the middle. So we are 2:21 away from the end of this ball game, and the score on the scoreboard reads Hastings College 28, St. Mary of the Plains 21. We'll be back in just a moment.
Player of the game and a defensive player of the game.
Get the ball handles up down that front line. Go Broncos!
Well, 8 plays, 77 yards on that drive for the Cavaliers. And they have narrowed it to 1 touchdown. The kickoff here, and on-sider, and it's loose out near midfield. The officials say the Broncos have recovered. Who is down at the bottom of that pile on the football for Hastings College? Right now, it's difficult to tell. They say it is the Broncos who have the football. Well, it was really difficult to see who was down there. Scott Yoke was down there. Sean Yeager was down there. But the Broncos have the football out to the 47-yard line of the Cavaliers.
First down 10 for the Broncos at the 47-yard line of the Cavaliers.
So Hastings College now with 2:18 on the clock. And a one-touchdown lead. The Broncos to the line of scrimmage. All they have to do is use the clock. The Cavaliers will play the gamble on defense. They hand off to Witten right up the middle as he just bowls his way for 3 yards just inside the 45-yard line. Timeout taken immediately by the official on the far side, and the Cavaliers have stopped play. It'll be second down and 7 as St. Mary of the Plains stops it with 2:11 left to go. We'll be back in just a moment.
Second down and a long 8 yards to go for the Broncos. Ball is at the 45-yard line.
They're already on the blue.
Ball carrier number 25, Gordon Whitten.
Gordon Whitten gets the pitch and the carry. He picks up 2 more yards for the Broncos down to the 43-yard line. Stopped by Andre McGriff and Tony Mitchell. And again, the Cavaliers will stop play. The Broncos looking at a 3rd down and 5 with a timeout on the field right here. So Hastings College trying to use up the clock. The Cavaliers trying to save the clock. And we'll take a break. It is 28-21. Hastings College. We'll be back in just a moment.
Third down, 6. With a minute 57 left to go as they move the chains and wind the clock. The Broncos on the verge of winning their first ever NAIA football playoff game. They lead it 28-21. First down and 10 at the 35. Gordon Whitten dives into a pile as he picks up a couple. The Cavaliers stop it one more time. It'll be second down and 8 from the 33-yard line for the Broncos. They lead it by 7, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Save with flowers from Bob Sands Flowers. For
Third timeout. No timeout. Wesleyan 6.
The 34 left to go here in this football game. The Hastings College Broncos lead at 28-21. And it is second down and 8 for the Broncos at the 33-yard line of the Cavaliers. Gordon Whitten, Troy Power stacked in the eye behind Darren Fitzgerald. Garner split out wide to the right, Todd Athey out wide to the left. On second down and 8, the pitch to Gordon Whitten. He races toward the corner. He's got the 30-yard line as he is rolled to the ground by Winston Bowen. It'll be a pickup of 3 more for Gordon Whitten. As Bowen just rode him down. So
I'd like to remind you fans once again there will be
Hastings College now looking at 3rd down and 4. As Gordon Witten has taken it to the 1-minute mark. The clock continues to roll. Broncos pick up a 1st down. This baby is history. Fitzgerald on 3rd down and 4 from the 29. Pitches it to Witten again. Witt looks inside, ducks outside. He's got it close to the 1st down stick. Andre McGriff makes the stop on the corner. It's going to be just short, as he needed 4 and a little more. He didn't quite get it. The clock down to 25 seconds and counting. And the Hastings College fans starting to turn it up a notch here on the near sideline. 4th down and a yard to go as the Broncos come to the line of scrimmage. Darren Fitzgerald will take the snap, go down on one knee, and long count. Now he hands off to Power. Power hits in across the right side. He's got what appears to be the 1st down. It doesn't matter. The clock is gone. This ball game's over, and the Hastings College Broncos win it by a score of 28-21 as they win their 1st ever NAIA National Football Playoff game, defeating the nation's 8th-ranked college from Kansas, St. Mary of the Plains. 28-21 the final. We'll be back in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. We direct your attention to the center of the field for the presentation of the NAIA Championship Series footballs to the head coaches of today's participating teams. Coach Kent Rogers, game committee man, Bethel College, North Newton, Kansas, will present these balls to Coach Richard Sweeney of St. Mary of the Plains and Coach Dan Kratzer. Ladies and gentlemen, the next award presentation will be to the outstanding defensive player of the game. Chosen by a panel of media representatives, the outstanding defensive player in today's game from Hastings College, outside linebacker number 31, Jason. The last award presentation is to recognize the outstanding offensive player in today's game, the outstanding offensive player from Hastings College, running back number 25. 40 carries, 169 yards. Ladies and gentlemen, the NAIA says thank you for your patronage, and please drive carefully.